Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah. Koholo Yamla Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim. Kahakadash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akhwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yachana Nawach. Just coming at you with another quick lesson. I'm praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And let me just get 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3 real quick. And it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Right? So the man of sin, the son of perdition, is biblically Esau, Edom, the so-called white race. And when you go into Job 9 and 24, it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Let me go into that real quick. I'm just on another device. I'm bringing up the scriptures. But to just show you that this man is the wicked because he's the one that's in control of the planet. And just I'm going to scroll through a couple of these articles to just show you that he's in control of the planet. Like this particular one right here. It says space station research yields new weapon against drug-resistant infections. And I'm reading this shit like, this motherfucker is all in space fucking with diseases, man. You know what I'm saying? And, trying to come up with, what he calls healing or medicine, so to speak. But just think about what kind of power you would have to actually be able to pull this kind of shit off. That's the thing. So when the scriptures talks about Job 9 and 24, it says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? If this man is not the wicked, then who is? He's in control of being able to run his ass into space and test shit, bro. Okay, so it says viruses sent to the international. What the fuck is you sending viruses? Crazy work, bro. Viruses sent to... it's almost comical, but it's so serious, man. This motherfucker got to be put down, man. Esau is clearly he's the man of lawlessness. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back into I'll go back into that 2 Thessalonians 2. But let's just read a little bit of this. It says viruses sent to the International Space Station evolved in unexpected ways that could help scientists develop new treatments for antibiotic-resistant infections on Earth, according to research published Tuesday in the journal PLOS Biology. So you trying to tell me that this man is not the wicked? The earth, listen to that scripture again. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? If not, then who is? I mean, you could throw China out there. You could say, all right, well, China doing stuff like that. But China is not the wicked, man. China is not running the planet like how these Edomites are. These Edomites are in control of the entire planet. Moab, the so-called Chinese, are just hanging on by a thread. They just pretty much just got military might and just enough might where they can keep Esau off their ass. That's it. Other than that, these Edomites are running the planet, man. They're running the galaxy. They're running the oceans. You can't say that this man is not the wicked, man. This is crazy, bro. You all in fucking, you shot a rocket. You took off from here with a virus to take out into space to test. You can't tell me that. Come on, bro. let me, I know I was in this other Bible, but let me just go real quick. You can't make this shit up, bro. This motherfucker is in another, he done shot his ass off into space with a virus. And that just let you know too, like, the shit that's going on in the atmosphere. This shit that these people, you don't know what they spraying in the skies when they flying over your ass. I was just kicking it with a guy. I'm at the plantation right now, and it's just, he ran some information across me. But I always see these people testing the ground. It's like it's just a team of people that's always, they got like these, I can't even explain it, but I don't know if they're rolling cameras in under. I don't know what the fuck they doing. But anyway, I see them all the time. They be here every day. It's a lot of different places where they go and they test the groundwater and shit because they polluted this fucking water. The ground is so polluted around here. And he was just telling me about some deer because I see the deer all the time. You know what I'm saying? But he was telling me about an old school. He's an older man, so he knows we're going back. when shit was really polluted. But he's telling me about an old school that they turned into a military base, and the military base was whatever the fuck they was doing. They fucked up the ground. They ended up having to dig that shit out, basically cover it, fence it off. But he was telling me that's where the deer was at, and I'm thinking to myself like, well, yeah, those deer probably poison. You know what I'm saying? If anything, if shit were to hit the fans and you was trying to get some food to eat, because they some big ass deer, they be in my backyard. Matter of fact, I'd be pulling off, from the crib and shit in the morning, and at the same time, the damn deer be walking across the yard and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they done ventured their way back towards my way in the city that I live in. But he was just talking about the groundwater and how polluted and how fucked up, these plants and just the shit that Esau done to the planet, man, with his chemicals and shit. This man is man, look, bro, you can't say that this man is not the wicked. It's too much evidence that's pointing towards him. And I was listening to I think the elders down in Birmingham, Mysteries of the Kingdom, I think it's the channel. Subscribe and be edified. But the elder down in Birmingham, GMS Birmingham, they was going into a live last night talking about this man he's fitted and he's actually, who he is just by his actions and going through the scriptures and putting it all together like the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? And he's showing himself to be the wicked, man. Let me go back in here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go into another art. Because I'm scrolling through this shit and I'm just like, God damn. You can't get around the fact that Esau is the one that's running the planet, man. You can't deny it now. You can't deny it now. And matter of fact, when you see the shit that Trump pulled with Venezuela, he's got warrants out for more like he actually they got warrants out for oil vessels that's traveling in the waters and shit. Like he can just go and just take anybody's shit. But this is 2 Thessalonians 2:3 again. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come. And what day is that? The day that can't come is the day of the Lord, which is a so-called black man, not some blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy named Jesus. Because they that shows you how wicked they are too. They trick the world into believing that somebody's coming back looking like them that's going to save everybody from all the shit that they destroyed. Your people destroyed it. So you telling me somebody of your kind, your race, is coming to straighten things out? That shit is stupid, bro. Anyway, but the coming of the Lord can't come until there come a falling away first, in which that already has happened with the Israelites. But we're starting to wake back up because we fell away from our customs and, dietary laws, our culture, not knowing who we were, calling ourselves blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, all these different things, which these fuckers, the colonizers, gave us. They have destroyed us as a people. They have destroyed the whole planet. You can't get around it, man. But this portion of this prophecies is coming to pass now, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. That man of sin, the son of perdition, that's a people. Esau became a race of people. Esau, Edom became a nation. And the elders was going off into I think that was Genesis 36, where they was talking about Edom. Let me see. Was it 36? I'm trying to think. Was it 36? Yep. 36:1. It says, now these are the generations of Esau, who was Edom. And he was going off into this because you got these Christians and you got these theologians and you go into ChatGPT and all these different little sources, and they want to try and tell you that Esau is not on the planet no more, that he was absorbed into all these other nations. He's not here no more. No, fucking Esau is running the planet right now. And they jump to verse 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. In the scriptures, and they also went into that scripture talking about how there's no end of the people. There's no end to these nations of people. These people are here, man. They may look different because your seed line goes through your father. But let me just go back, Salakia. Go back to where we was real quick. And I want to get verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God. He's all in space doing all kinds of shit. Or that is worship, so that he is God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. First off, you Google God, you got some butt-naked white man popping up. I say that all the time. You Google who they call Jesus, is some effeminate, look like he's on the Jeffrey Epstein files list and shit, just looking like a weirdo. Some tranny looking white guy. right? So they've covered the faces of the judges, man. That's that Job 9:24. They got the whole world thinking that somebody's coming back looking like them is going to save everybody on the planet, when nothing can be further from the truth, man. And the scriptures talks about how the Lord is going to destroy those which that destroy the earth, man. It's that Revelation. People are the wicked, bro. You can't get around it. Revelation 11:18, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, which we're praying, we're part of that, man, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. These people have completely destroyed the planet, man. You got chaos all over the planet because of this group of people. It's this one group of people. Matter of fact, the scripture talks about that red horse, man. He's come to take peace from the earth. This is just one article. I'm just scrolling through this shit like this motherfucker gotta go. Revelation 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red. And Esau, Edom, that word Edom goes into red. These people are not white people. They don't look like a glass of milk. They don't look like clouds in the sky or snow that's being, freshly coming down. They're red, man. They look like damn brake lights on a car. Some of them. Some of them are lighter red. Some are pinkish to red. It's just a pinkish to reddish in color. That's what they are. They're not white people. They're Edomites. And the scriptures, that word Edom goes into red. It says, and power was given to him. Let me start from the top again. Revelation 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. And that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Right? So he has taken peace from the earth. And a part of that great sword is that nuclear weapon that he has too, man. This motherfucker we've been seeing. Now we're hearing about this. Well, we've been hearing about it for years. Well, supposedly they done used like some type of energy weapon when they invaded Venezuela. Well, those, so you got some testimonies of some of the soldiers or whoever the people were around at the time, talking about they was, bleeding from the nose and vomiting up blood and just feeling, just fucked all up. They couldn't move. So this man, he was gifted with the sword. That's another attribute of Esau. It says, and there was given unto him a great sword. Matter of fact, let's go back. Let's get that in Genesis really, really quick. I'm gonna jump back and I'm just gonna scroll through a few of these articles. I know I was kind of jumped, but you get the point on that one. I ain't even really got to read into it. You know what I'm saying? But it just shows you the length or the stretch that this man has in the planet, man. He's running the planet. That's how we know this is Esau. And you can clearly see, if you can't feel or see that this place is coming to an end, you are definitely blinded. That second Esdras 6:9 talks about Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Because when you think about the shit that they doing, like, what's the plan? Like, what's their end goal? Fuck up everybody? Fuck up your own people? Just take everybody out, and then you got these few motherfuckers that's in some bunkers that's just all of a sudden going to come out of the bunkers, you know what I'm saying, and have kids and repopulate the planet. Motherfucker, you got trillions of dollars and ain't getting no pussy. That's crazy. Anyway, so lock it for the language. But you get what I'm saying. Harsh speech. This is Genesis 27. Show you that he's gifted with that sword, man. I'm going to start from 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. This is why this motherfucker is all out in space. He has the fatness of the earth. He has the best parts of the planet. He's everywhere. He's got the best of everything. You think he's just chill. You got the people under control. That's not enough for this motherfucker, because scripture says he can never have enough. Now he wants to chip the people, turn them into perpetual slaves. It's not enough that you got a motherfucker working 3 jobs already just trying to survive. That's not enough for this man. You taxing the shit out of all the people. You have more than heart could wish. That the scripture talks about that in Psalm 73. You got everything you got everything at your disposal. But that shit is not enough for this man. Verse 40, and by thy sword. Remember it says the sword? By thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. He's living by that sword, man. That's why he was able to go into Venezuela and do what he done. And Trump, he telling you straight up, look, ain't nothing you can do to me. Ain't, you know, I'm untouchable. You know, I got my, I've put some ICE agents out this motherfucker. I've said that they're federal. I've turned them into federal agents. Here you go. You got motherfuckers that can't even pass a military test. You got people that didn't even go and even train for nothing. Just all of a sudden they ICE agents and federal agents now. Just out on the streets as if they just, a motherfucker that was just eating cheeseburgers last week all his life and playing video games. Now he's all of a sudden a federal agent. No training. Motherfucker didn't finish high school. 3-4 teeth missing out of the front of his mouth. Trailer trash. You name it. Fat than a motherfucker, can't run a block. All of a sudden, federal ICE agents, man. But anyway, let me go back because I didn't want to keep this long. I'm just looking at this shit like these motherfuckers. It's crazy. It says researchers at the University of Wisconsin-Madison found that microgravity aboard the ISS fundamentally reshapes how bacteriophages, viruses that infect bacteria, interact with their hosts. The findings suggest that space-based research could unlock new approaches to combating drug-resistant pathogens that threatens public health worldwide. Well, motherfucker, the drug-resistant shit is from you. You keep testing shit and creating new, what they got some shit called gain of function. Where the motherfuckers just sit around and play with diseases all day. Play with diseases. Put this disease with that disease. Put 3 more diseases with that disease. Motherfucker in a big ass bubble suit and shit. Just, he ain't even in the room. He got the big ass gloves that's reaching through the tectonic glass or some shit. And he's just fucking with shit. Testing shit. You best believe they letting that shit go and testing it so they can really see what it do. And they're notorious for testing shit on Jake. They're notorious. Is log data in history where they release shit in Jake's neighborhoods. So-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, trying out new shit on people of color, so to speak. Then you got Jake want these motherfuckers to actually join them in the kingdom, hand in hand, side by side. No, these motherfuckers got to be stopped. Matter of fact, like I said, let me just go back. See, here you go. Here's another one. Trump to halt federal payments to sanctuary cities. See? Matter of fact, let me go back to this one. I'm going to show you another one that I found to be fucking amazing too. Scientists race to drill into Doomsday Glacier as weather threatens mission. Who you think doing this? I can go story to story, man. Again, you got China doing their little thing. But we talking about when you see what's really going on. Look at this one. Fungal Network Research wins Nobel Peace Prize for environment. Look at this weirdo. Fucking Edomites, bro. Let me go because I want to find this one. U.S. emissions rose in 2025 as data centers and coal use surge. And Trump just gave the go-ahead for, he just got rid of all the rules, because he's basically like, we're behind China. We need to step our game up. We need to go just completely unhinged. We don't need no regulatory rules. We don't need no environmental rules. Fuck all that. If people die while we doing what we do, fuck it. Here you go. 4 astronauts set to return from ISS in first medical evacuation. See? But who the fuck is out here? Again, don't get me wrong. You got some of these other countries they trying to keep up. You got China. They go out there, supposedly. They got their satellites and the things that they do. It's a few countries that's got the tech too, but really in reality, the top countries is Esau, Russia, and these fucking Americans and these Europeans, man. Let's get another one. Some U.S. personnel told to leave largest Middle East base Well, who the fuck in Qatar? Who is this? This Esau. This Esau that's over there. Scientists question studies claiming microplastics in human brain. I read through that one too. This is Esau, bro. Esau. But let me see where this other one at. Let me show you some other shit. This shit right here. Scientists open ice sanctuary in Antarctica to preserve melting glaciers. Who the fuck you think doing this? I was reading through this shit like, oh, hell no. These are Edomites. Researchers sealed ancient glacial ice from the European Alps in a purpose-built cave at Antarctica's Concordia Station on Wednesday, inaugurating the world's first sanctuary designed to preserve climate records from melting glaciers for centuries to come. See, and he thinks that he's going to be around centuries to come and that, they're still going to be in power. No, bro. No. You wouldn't need to do any of this shit if you motherfuckers weren't in power. And that was one of the very first stories that I seen. But as you scroll through this shit, all you're going to see is just Edomites in the earth fucking shit up. Fucking with people. Fucking shit up. See? Here's that one I was talking about. U.S. files warrants to seize dozens more Venezuela oil tankers. Just out here just taking people's shit. Just out here taking people's shit, bro. Trump warns Iran of strong action and protesters executed. Well, why the fuck is you worried about this country? Because you got more people over here in your country dying from cigarette smoke. Secondhand smoke, for that matter. It's more people over here dying from damn road rage. More people dying from suicides. Your abortion rate is through the fucking roof. These people are hypocrites, man. Up here we go. Who you think this is? Supreme Court appears likely to uphold transgender athlete bans. Look at this. This is an Edomite dude. While your race is basically dying off quicker than they're being born, he wants to be a woman instead of pumping a woman up and having some damn kids to keep his race popping. Trump taunts terrorists and manufacturing in Detroit. Somebody called him a pedophile protector. This nigga threw up the middle finger at this motherfucker, man. TMZ caught that shit. TMZ on everything. Or TMZ didn't catch it. They buy all film. They don't give a fuck. If it's something they can sell, it's a done deal, man. Newsom vows to block California billionaire tax, right? Initiative. So these are the Edomites. These are the Edomites that's running the earth. Who you think the billionaires are? Because the billionaires is up and they boogieing up. They like fuck it. They closing shop and they taking their money with them and they leaving California. Anything that they got in there, they like fuck that. We out. We'll go somewhere else. Obamacare sign-ups fall by 1.4 million as subsidies. Yeah, a lot of people, man, as subsidies fights drives up costs. Insurance is through the fucking roof right now. People, it's a lot of people that's just about to just, if anything, the best a person can do is just get in the gym and try and eat the best of this defiled ass food as they can and try and stay healthy as they can on their own. Cause affordable fucking affordable healthcare, that shit is out of here. Meta cuts 1,000 reality labs jobs, shifting focus to AI glasses. See, they want to, they trying to shift that focus to throwing that microchip into people. But this is you to see what it is. House GOP to pursue contempt charges against Bill Clinton because he don't want to show up, for the Jeffrey Epstein committee. Why Trump not popping up? As many times as that motherfucker's name is in this shit. Why y'all not pulling him up? Crazy, bro. I'm gonna end out here in a sec. Just wanted to scroll through a few of these to show you what's popping. Trump administration ends protected status for Somalia. He hate them Somalians, man. That's the reason why they went into Minnesota. It wasn't about no Because see, at first they was just dealing with our people, Jake, Northern Kingdom. Right? But Trump got such a matter of fact, they was just they hitting these Muslim neighborhoods now because they was just here in Michigan here. They still here, if I'm not mistaken, running up in these Muslim neighborhoods here in Michigan. So it's like these Muslims, they trying to get rid of them too. So now it's just, the next stage, next phase, so to speak. December inflation holds steady at 2.7. Yeah, all this shit, man. Pentagon to integrate Musk Grok AI into military networks. Look at that. This Esau. You know what this shit is about to do? They were just talking about Elon Musk, like over in Iran, Ukraine, all these different places where, say, I just seen one of those stories actually. I passed it up though. I didn't go into it because see what's going on with this AI. I mean with right here. Iran raids homes for Starlink's devices as protest crackdown intensifies. Because see, Starlink is Elon Musk's company, and this motherfucker is over the entire globe, pretty much got a monopoly on satellites as far as like networks and phone systems and, internet and all this other shit. So he was able to actually, during the Ukraine hookup when they kind of first got popping, he turned off they shit over there. And Russia, so it's all in the air, man. Like right now, see, it's illegal. See, if they catch you over there on a device, they're gonna kill your ass. They're gonna execute your ass. But see, Elon Musk, he threw it out there like, okay, well, your government has shut down your phones and shut down your internet, but I can send a link through, or I can set a satellite over your shit, and you can get online. So he has control to shut shit down. Matter of fact, in Ukraine, when everything was going on, the drones that Ukraine was using, the motherfuckers just basically fell. Well, they fell into the ocean. Some was already kind of in the ocean, so to speak. But them motherfuckers they couldn't go nowhere. They couldn't operate them. They just floated back to, the land, so to speak. They couldn't do anything with them because this dude shut the system down. So he has total control over. They can easily shut all this shit down just like that whenever they want to, man. So I'm gonna end out, man. This shit is getting intense, man. But you can see the point of the lesson that I wanted to do on this is that you can see who's in control. It's these Edomites, man. It's these so-called white people. It's them. Denmark, Greenland officials to meet with Vance. Look, Edomites. IRS projects records $370 billion in tax refunds. Edomites. SpaceX to bring. See, this is Elon Musk right here too. He's bringing the astronauts home. Edomites. Exxon Steel plans Venezuela assessment despite Edomites. See? Japan and South Korea plans deeper ties. And the Edomites is running them. They in there running that country too. Crazy work. FBI investigate them. I went into this yesterday. With the lady that got shot in the face 3-4 times. Edomites. Edomites. 18 charged with Mississippi synagogue arson. That was in the fucking Edomite. Asian currency slide after Trump threatens Iran trade. Edomites. See? NATO commander warns Russia, China pose growing Arctic threat. See? Edomites. Edomites, man. No matter where they are, if they fucking the place up, that everybody is. Look at that. Another one. Edomites. Senate advances $174 billion spending package. At another damn shutdown. Deadline looms, right? Edomites. Everybody got to depend upon the Edomite. This is how we know that the earth is given into. It says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. It's this man. Edomites. See, this is one of the ones I was talking about too. This EPA to stop county lives saved when setting pollution rules. They getting rid of all that shit. Trump and them don't give a fuck about no pollution. They opening up. They gonna drill as much fucking oil. They gonna do any minerals, anything they can dig out of the planet. They gonna get, and they don't give a fuck what's going on, man. UK regulator opens first online safety act probe into ex Grunk. Edomites. Trump imposes 25% tariffs on countries doing business with who? Iran. Edomites. See? In control. I posted this. Alphabet becomes the 4th company to hit $4 trillion valuation. Boy. Through, man. Anyway, that's pretty much about it. I guess you can go into tech and science. You know, tech and science got a bunch of shit in here too. Bunch of damn Edomites running the planet. Other than that, like I said again, you got China. They in there. They doing their thing. But it's mainly these Edomites, man, that's running shit. And you go into finance. Or Edomites just running shit. See? Well, yeah, man, we need out of here. Lockheed Martin stock surges amid defense budget boost. Yeah, of course. These the only motherfuckers that's getting money. These only motherfuckers that all your taxes is going towards this shit. See? All your money going towards this shit. Look at this. This shit says Lockheed Martin is riding. I'm going to end out after this, y'all. Right this out. Lockheed Martin is riding a wave of major contract wins and political support as defense contractors stocks trades near record highs. A landmark agreement to triple production of PAC-3 missile interceptors combined with record F-35 deliveries and the prospect of $1.5 trillion defense budget has positioned the aerospace giant for substantial growth. Crazy fucking work, bro. That's crazy. But you Edomites out here, and you know, you got you stupid, doofy ass, regular ass American Edomites. You've been duped into believing that so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are your problem. No, it's your own people. Your own people fucking you over. Your own people are your problem. So I'm going to end off there, man. I pray. Hey, this place is coming to an abrupt end, man. So, you know, we applaud it. We pray for the downfall of this kingdom. You know, I do every day and few times a day. Sometimes 5, 6, 7 times a day, man. Praying for the downfall of Esau's kingdom. Matter of fact, let me just grab that real fast and end out. Ecclesiasticus 25:7. Because these Edomites are losing it. Because they starting to see nothing is coming back to us. They just asked Trump about the $2,000 he was talking about, you know what I'm saying, giving to the citizens, you know, from all the money that they making off the tariffs and all this other stuff. That nigga was like, what are you talking about? I don't remember. I said that? he was like, oh, I ain't say that. Like, motherfucker, you did say that shit. He spoke on a few different, well, we already knew what it was. You know, I didn't believe that shit off the jump, you know what I'm saying? But that's that shit, you know, when the Epstein files kept popping up, he'll do little shit like that to just throw the people off for a minute. You know? But anyway, Ecclesiasticus 25:7, there be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue, a man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. That's it, man. So this is what we're witnessing, the fall of our enemies out here, man. So continue on praying for the downfall of this place. Continue on praying for Esau, freaky deaky. He out here just wicked as all hell, man. Fucking with people. It's time for this shit to end, man. People need a break. We need a break. I ain't thinking about these other nations, but us Israelites, we need a damn break from this, man. Real talk, man. We need a break. Can't get around it. We need a fucking break, man. So I'm going to end out there. Pray that this lesson was edifying. With that, Kwame Yashala and a bubble ball.